Come on in here, y'all. We are about to go live. Well, we are live to talk about the child tax credits and the advance payments that you have received. And don't look how tired I am. We've been working today. Listen, we've been working today. So let me give you an update. I'll probably share it tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. So we finally got contractors to come in and give us some estimates to get the business hub of this building. If you haven't seen the building, go back and check out some of the other things that I have. But we actually got the contractors to come out and give us some estimates on getting lights in the office space. So lights are coming. The others, other stuff I'm gonna drop it tomorrow, so you understand. So everybody that's asked will know what's coming inside of the business hub. But when you get in here, just make sure you are liking, sharing, commenting. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I got some good stuff for you guys today. So I wanted to come in and, let me check my comments. I wanted to come in and basically take out all the guesswork with these child tax payments and the credits that you can get on, your taxes this year. So with going through everything, I was going through comments, I was going through messages on my phone and in Messenger and coming up with questions that I keep getting. So I put them down and I have a whole presentation for y'all. Just because there's so many variations. Everybody's tax situation is different. So we're going to be talking about what if you got the wrong amount? What if you had garnishments beforehand, before this tax season started? Is your payments affected by that? We're going to be talking about if there are alternating parents, if you guys alternate parents every year, how does that situation work? And what should you do, right now in this current situation, being that you can't go back and change stuff? And then for sure, the biggest part about this is how to reconcile your advance payments on your tax return this year, because we don't want you to overpay, but you got to do it right, or, I'll tell you what's going to happen if you don't do it right. So, let's see. So basically the advanced child tax payments, they are early payments from the IRS, which result in 50% of the estimated amount of your child tax credit that you can properly claim on your 2021 tax return in this 2022 tax filing season. So if you process your taxes in 2020 or 2019, then they're using that information to say, okay, this is how much money you should actually be, or this is how many kids you have, what you actually claimed in the prior years, and they're saying, based off of that information, then this is how much we're going to pay you, okay? So, like I was telling some other people, the IRS basically said, listen, we're not going to give you guys a lump sum unless you opt out, but we're going to sit here and make payments from July to December of the advanced child tax payments so that you can actually take care of it. They can start paying you now instead of paying you all at once. All right, so if you do have any questions about the child tax payments or child tax credit, let me know. Any questions about the advances, let me know. I got papers here, so we're gonna go off of the questions that I already had. All right, so how would you have qualified for the advanced child tax payments? So qualification came if you had qualifying children. All right, so if 2020 taxes had not been taken into account, or if you hadn't already filed in 2020 by their cutoff date, then what would have happened is they would have went to your 2019. So it's kind of weird. So if somebody didn't file and you were alternating kids, it would have been backwards. So you qualified by your 2020 taxes if they didn't already have that process, and it went by your 2019. All right, so qualifying children. All right, you had children on there that you basically claimed, right? So that's the first part. What qualifies you? Let's see. the other question, so I had another one, will this, the child tax credit, well, it's a weird question, but basically she's saying, will the child tax credit delay my refund when I file my 2021 tax return? So the only way it can delay anything is if you don't do it right. But basically they're saying if you fail to properly reconcile your advance, then yes, it can cause a delay. So what needs to happen, and I'll talk a little bit more in detail about it later, is they have you in the system in the IRS saying they paid you this amount of money. I'm always pointing, y'all can't see me. But they have you in the IRS saying you received this amount of money, and if you don't put that amount on your taxes, now they got to figure out what the right amount is. So reconciliation, we'll talk about it at the end, but basically you have to put the right amount. So that's the only way that it will stop it can delay your refund. Taxability. So another question is, are these child tax payments taxable? Child tax credit payments taxable? And no. So I did a whole bunch of research. So no, they are not taxable. They are not considered part of income and will not be reported as income on your return. Let's let the ambulance go by. Let's see. Another big question is if the amount that you receive. So if the amount isn't right, there's a way to reconcile that. But if the amount that you received for your advanced child tax payment is over what you should actually receive, then you have to pay that amount back. And how they're going to get that back is when you reconcile. So if you received more, you will see that you will not have, well, I'm not too sure how it will show up on your tax return, but they're going to get their money back. So if you have a refund, they're taking out the extra that they overpaid you out of your actual tax return. So that's how you can determine if you need to repay it back. There is a payment protection, but I gotta do more research on that to see exactly how the repayment protection works, because there might be a loophole. Don't know. I'll figure it out for you and let you guys know. I like to do reels and TikToks, so I most likely will do repayment protection and how that works on one of those. So definitely check out the other stuff that I do. So the other question, will they advance child tax payments? So will these child tax credit payments affect any government benefits that I receive? And no, it should not affect anything, because it's not being counted as income. So it's just basically you're getting money that's not being taxed, like I said before. And it should not affect any benefits of eligibility or assistance. It should not affect any benefits or assistance. So I had somebody ask me, how do they update their information, and where can they go to get that done? And basically, I don't know when they created it, but they created the Child Tax Credit Update Portal. So you can Google CTC Up, and you can actually go to the IRS and look for it. But the credit portal is basically where you go. You can update your address, you can update your bank information, you can opt out of receiving the advances also. Well, you could have, but now you can't. But still, that's where you could have went. But if you need to update anything, you can go there to do that. I'm not too sure if it actually has the amount that you receive. I'm pretty sure it should. But I know the IRS website, the account that you can create for yourself, they have the amount that you receive. So if you didn't get that letter, the 6419 letter, then you can go in there and request you can create an account, get the information that you need so that you can reconcile all this stuff this year. All right, and if you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat box, and I will try to get to them as I'm going through this. So what makes up a qualifying child? Like, how do I know if I got a qualifying child? So they changed up things with, how much you're getting back for each qualifying child, and they actually changed this up too. So a qualifying child is an individual who does not turn 18 before January 1st of 2022. They are and they will end up being, they have to be the taxpayer's son, daughter, stepchild, eligible foster child, brother, sister, stepbrother, stepsister, half-sister, half-brother, or descendant of any of them. For example, a grandchild, niece, or nephew. That's one requirement. The next one is they cannot provide more than one half of his or her own support during 2021. So if that child's taking care of themselves and you're not paying anything for them, you can't use them. The child lives with the taxpayer for more than one half of the tax year. And then number 4, the individual is properly claimed as the taxpayer's dependent, and the individual does not file a joint return with the individual's spouse for the tax year, along with they have to be a U.S. citizen, U.S. national, or U.S. resident alien. So typically, you don't have to worry about all that stuff, but basically they have to be your child, they have to be a descendant of your child, somebody in the family under a certain age for the most part. So that's what qualifies them. So calculation of how much you're actually going to receive is based on the child's age. And first off, they have to, like I just said, they have to be somebody that can fall under that scope and actually be claimed. But then how much you're getting paid for them increased from $2,000 per qualifying child last year to now $3,600 for children under the age of 5, and $3,000 from ages 6 to 17. All right, so it did go up, but now they've given you almost half of that in the advance payment. So the money's going to be there, but some of us got it beforehand, while others are getting it all at one sum. So let me go into the main part, that if you have an incorrect amount, big question I get. What if the amounts that they gave me is not right? So if you have an incorrect amount, basically you're going to take so you should get the paper in the mail. You're going to take that amount that they give you, put it into the software, and it's going to say, okay, this is what you got, and it's automatically going to calculate based off of the information in there. So if you claimed a child last year, you're not claiming them this year, that means you've been overpaid, right? So if you're alternating kids, that means you've been overpaid. One of the things you can do is talk with the other parent who claimed the kids the prior year and have them still claim them this year. So that way you don't have to do the overpayment. But, it is what it is. So you figure it out. If you want to go ahead and let's figure out how to say this right. If you don't want to switch it up, if you want to keep it how it is, where you alternate years, then the person that is getting the child this year is going to claim the full amount because they did not receive the money, while the person who got the money, hopefully they opted out, but if they didn't, if they got the money, then those advances, then they have to report that, and that's going to be taken out of their tax refund. Okay, so you kind of basically got paid early, and now they want their money back if you if you got overpaid. So if the amounts are incorrect, then whatever the difference is, if you receive too much, then you're going to have that money taken out on your refund, and if you didn't receive enough, then you're going to get that money on your refund this year. All right, so it really just depends on how you file, how many people you actually end up claiming. So that's the incorrect amount. It's reduced. So garnishments. So the question was, are these payments subject to garnishment? So yes. I found out that these advanced child tax credit payments were not exempt from garnishments by non-federal creditors. So if you owed your state, local government, or private creditors, including people that are, through the court systems, they could actually garnish those. They could garnish your advanced child tax payments. That's like a tongue twister. So they can actually garnish them. The IRS, though, they will not garnish your advances, but everywhere else they actually can. All right. Let's see. And if you guys have any questions, drop them here. Let me see if I can get them answered before I go off of here. I think I already answered that one. If I received one or more tax payments for qualifying children, but those children are now with their other parent, you should have unenrolled first off. But if you didn't, you can still claim those kids this year and not have to pay extra, but the other parent wouldn't be claiming those kids. So y'all gotta work that out. Identity theft. If you're a victim of identity theft and you actually filed the form 14039, the identity theft affidavit, then the payments didn't go out at all. So resolution of the identity theft will have to happen before you can actually be paid those payments. All right, so what else do we got? The biggest part, the part that everybody needs to know, because at the end of the day, if you don't do it right, your money will, your refund will be held up, is reconciling the money that you received from July to December, and how do you do that? So if you didn't opt out of receiving these refunds, these payments from July to December, then now you're going to get a letter. So the IRS has already sent out a letter. I've known everybody that's came in has had the letter. So if you don't got the letter, you definitely need to go on to the IRS website, create an account, and they will tell you how much they paid you. I think I don't know which one, income statement. I think it's the income statement that you can go on and you can see how much they paid you. That's the number you need. So if you don't have the letter, if you do have a letter, you can use that, but you need to know exactly how much they paid you over that course of 5 months, 5 to 6 months. And that amount needs to go on your tax return, because if it is not on there, then they're going to give you a full amount of the refund. Now it's going to look like you're double dipping, and you don't want to double dip. So even if it's a guesstimate, you don't want to do that. You want to get the actual amount, go through getting getting the account. I know that if you haven't seen already, the IRS updated how they let you get an IRS account to check your tax, your tax transcripts and your income and wages reports. So, sorry y'all, my voice is gone. So what they've done is, now to get an account, you have to basically put in your information, but now they want you to take a picture of your ID, and they also want you to take a face scan of yourself, and that's how they're identifying you. So it's ID me, and it's a hassle. So find the paper. If you have the paper, take a picture of it so it's in your phone and you have it just in case you lose it. But you need that to reconcile this. You also need your stimulus payment information, because either of those not put into your taxes this year can hold up your tax return. So if those amounts do not match up what they have connected to your Social Security number, then you just gotta wait. And they started this year off with millions of tax returns from last year in the queue, and now we're just about to throw them a whole bunch more. But yeah, that's basically what I got for you guys. I had a whole bunch of questions about it, so I thought I'd do a video and just let you guys know what I know. Make sure that you ask any questions, and I'm definitely here to help. We had a crazy day today. I don't know, I appreciate all the love, but it's like, ooh, girl, ooh, y'all. we be moving. But if y'all haven't seen it, I got an awesome staff they're doing an awesome job. I might not be a great teacher, but they are picking up stuff to where it's like, okay, we gonna make it through. So I am definitely here to help. If you guys have any more questions, you can drop them on this video. I will get them answered for you. I don't always check my DMs, so if I don't answer you on there, it's not personal, I promise. Sorry, my thing says I'm timing out. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and go. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. Make sure you like and share. Tag a friend who needs this info. somebody that's alternating kids. I know I got a lot of people asking about that, or the right info is not being reported. So I'm definitely here to help. If you need assistance with your taxes this year, Legacy has a whole new, brand new, halfway completed building where we can actually sit down and talk. So the number is going to be dropped in the comments. I mean, the number's dropped in the informational section, but give us a call and let us know. We can set you guys up. So I hope you guys have an awesome Thursday. I will see you soon. But watch out for tomorrow, because I got some exciting news that we got yesterday that I need to tell you tomorrow. All right, y'all. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Bye.